Well, hello again. We are here with histogram number 2, the chocolate candies per bag of trail mix. Remember, we need to first create our frequency table before we can put it into our histogram display. And in order to do that, we need to find the minimum and the maximum values in the data. So going through here, I see 30s, 32, here's a 31. Okay, that's our minimum. And then I see 117, but then here's 119. So that is our maximum. So our range is from 31 to 119. And if I were to do that math, I would get a lot of numbers. That's a response I would get from somebody in the room. But I don't want to just start at 31. So I'm going to make my scale start at 30. And when you start on the 0, you typically end on the 9. So I'm going to go from 30 to 119. And that's basically, if I want to know how many numbers that is, I'm going to add 1 to this, which is 120. So that's basically 90, 90. Okay, so I've got 90. If I want to count by tens, I'm going to divide 90 by 10, and I'm going to get 9 intervals. That's too many. Remember, we're going for 4 to 8 intervals. Then if 10 gives me too many intervals, 5s are definitely going to give me way too many intervals. So I could go by 15s. I don't really like to skip count by 15s, but if I go by 20s, I'm still going to get 5 intervals. I'm probably going to have to bump that up a little bit. I could bump this down if I wanted to, but I'm so close to that 31 that I'm going to start at 30 here. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to start typing my intervals. So I'm going to go 30 to 49. I subtract that, that gives me 19, but then I add the 1, so that's really 20 numbers there. So then my next number is 50 to 69. If I subtract that, I also get 19. Okay, 70 to 89. I subtract, I get 19. 90 to 109. I subtract that, I get 19. And then 110 to 129, I subtract that, I get 19. So do I include all the data? 31 to 119, 31 will fall here, 119 will fall here, fantastic. So now let's do our tallies. Okay, so I've got a 50, oops, I thought I did this. Oh, no. I gotta go back to the pen. Sorry about that. So I've got a 50 and a 39. So I'm gonna put a tally there and a tally there. A 42 and a 62. Right there. 119, 64. Okay, 119, 64. 45 and 49. Both of those will go in here. 68 and 55. Both of those go right there. 32, 51. 32, 51. And I'm just crossing them off as I go to keep it organized. One 117. Okay, 61 and 96. Whoops, did not mean to do that. $31 and 64 and 75 and 82. Okay, so There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Let's add this up and make sure. This is 7. This is 9. 2, 1, and 3. So 7 and 3 is 10, 9 and 1 is 10, and 2, that's 22. So I have all my data pieces here. Now that I have this, it's pretty darn easy. Notice that I have chocolate candies per bag of trail mix. That's my title. Along here, what do these numbers represent? The amount of chocolates. Along here, what does the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 represent? The number of bags. Okay, so now I am just going to create my bars. I put my intervals. This is the, let me go back here. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Okay, x and y, read left to right. So on the x, I put my intervals. On the y, I put my frequency. Okay, now it's time to draw our bars. Okay, our first one is 7. Notice that I'm starting with the number 30, so I'm going to move in one little spot before I start my bar. It's really easy to do a histogram with a graph. Okay, so there's a bar of 7. Then my next interval is 9. Okay, 70 to 89 is 2. Notice how all of my bars are the same width, and they're all touching. That one I'm going to have to fix. They're all 3 squares wide, and then 3. Okay, let me fix that. So all bars are touching. Whoops. Of course, I did not want to do that. And there is no gap in the data because there's a data piece in every single one of the intervals. And there you have it. There is a histogram. Axes are labeled. I have a title. All my bars are touching. All the data fits in the intervals, and the intervals are even. This is 20 numbers. This is 20 numbers. This is 20 numbers. 20 numbers and 20 numbers. Remember, you subtract and add 1 to know how many numbers that you have. So hopefully your histogram that you practiced earlier today or last night looks just like this one. Now let's do a quick review of interpreting. No, we've already done this problem. Okay, so here we go. We have a histogram here, okay? We have some questions to accompany this histogram. So how many parks have admission tickets between $15 and $22? Well, here's theme park admissions. Here's the cost of the admission, how much it costs to get in. Okay, and here's the actual number of parks. So notice this doesn't say frequency. What does the frequency represent? And notice on this axis, we're going by 2s. Okay, so halfway would be 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and notice that this one actually is done correctly. The first interval is from $7 to $14. How do I know? Because it's in dollars. So it doesn't cost 0, so they zhuzhed it over a little bit. So how many parks have admission tickets between $15 and $22? That would be this bar right here. And we look over, and that's going to be 7. Okay, hopefully you already had determined that. How many parks were surveyed? Okay, so how many responses did we get? Well, how would you do that? Pause the video, take a look, and then unpause when you're ready to hear the answer. So here, this bar represents 5 parks. And this bar represents 7 parks. And this bar represents 4 parks. And this bar represents 2 parks. for a total of 9, 10, 11, 18 parks in the data. Hopefully you guys came up with that answer. How many parks have a $10 admission? Okay, so this question is a trick question. Where does $10 fall? Right in here. So we know that there are 5 parks that have admission from anywhere from $7 to $14. But do we know how many parks have a $10 admission? No, we don't. So we write something like unable here I go writing with the mouse again, to determine. Not enough information, cannot be determined. Don't ever write I don't know, because I don't know means you don't even have a clue, but you cannot tell is better than an I don't know answer. So you're unable to determine how many have a $10 admission because this is a range here. Okay, how many parks have a $37 admission? Now this question is different from this question. Why is that? Well, there's no bar here. No bar means there is no data that represented $31 to $38. So how many parks have a $37 admission? 0. We know that for a fact because there is no bar. So that's an extra tricky question. I like it. How many parks have a price from $23 to $46? Okay, now here we have to remember a little bit about inequalities. Just a little bit. 23 to 46 means I'm going to go from here to here. Okay, so 4 in this interval and 2 in this interval, which is a total of 6 parks. From $23 to $46. So hopefully these little reviews on the histograms help you understand it a little bit better. I guess I will be checking box plot data soon to see if I need to do a review video on that. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope you guys are understanding the videos that I am posting. We'll talk at you soon. Bye.